So Fenty just launched their new stick foundation and I'm going to tell you all about it. So this is the brand new Eaze Drop Blur and Smooth Tint Stick from Fenty. Basically a tinted foundation in stick form. We're going to do a demo. I'll give you some product details, pricing, and all that good jazz. As always, the timestamps will be down below in the description bar, and let's just get started. So this is available in 25 different shades at the moment. I'm not sure if Fenty is looking to expand the shade range, but because this is advertised as a on-the-go quick application tint formula, I am led to assume that this one shade is meant to stretch and suit multiple different skin tones. So the shades in this stick formation is meant to match the previous Fenty Eaze Drops Blurring Skin Tint. I picked it up in the shade 14 and I'm also the shade 14 in the skin tint, and it's supposed to have a warm olive undertone. I'm going to speak towards the packaging a little bit later. I first want to get right into the demo because I know you guys are curious, but I will say that I do like the components so far. So this is what shade 14 looks like, and it is looking a little bit yellow orangey to me. I'm going to do a swatch with both of this on my hand just to see the shade. Okay. And this is the shade 14 in the Eaze Drops. So immediately the stick version is a little bit deeper than the liquefied version. It's also a little bit more warm, I find, than the actual liquid. I feel that the liquid is a true olive, whereas this one has like a hint of orange underneath, like just a slight hint. Even to the touch, it feels pretty creamy, but let's see how this actually performs on my skin. Time for the application. I've already gone ahead, cleansed my face. I've done my skincare. I'm going to go in with absolutely no primer because this is meant to be blurring and I want to test out the blurification properties. That's even a word. And for my application tool, I'm going to be using my trusted BK Beauty 109 brush. This is my go-to for foundation, blush, bronzer, whatever you want. It's such a versatile brush and I love it. One swatch. Let's do two on this side first. It glided on so smooth, I can already tell. Spreads nicely with a brush. Go in with a little bit more. Also feels pretty lightweight on the skin. And I can see that it's leaving a radiant finish. And actually, I do feel that the shade match is overall very good for me. I was debating between 14 and 16, but I think 16, which is the only other olive shade that they have in this range, would have been too deep for me. While I continue on with the rest of the application, I'm going to give you some product details. So this stick foundation is meant to be lightweight and buildable coverage. It's meant to effortlessly blur imperfections while providing a smooth second skin finish. Its oil-free formula ensures a long-lasting matte look that stays fresh throughout the day and contains color true pigment that resists oxidization, and it's also meant to be suitable for all skin types for a flawless photo ready complexion. I zoomed you guys really in so you can really see my skin here. And I think I'm going to turn down the brightness just a little bit. There we go. This is better. So first of all, as I'm looking into the viewfinder and also on my mirror really close here, the skin is skinning, guys. This is looking like a very light layer of the skin. It does have a radiance to it right off the bat. So if you are oily, something that you guys might want to take in consideration. But the application itself and the way it is sitting on my skin is looking really more skin-like, more natural. It's not emphasizing any texture, but you can also see that I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation here and it's still pulling through because I applied a really light layer. Now, I think I want to go in with a second layer just to see if it would cover my pigmentation here. So let's do that. I'm going to go right on top of it. And I'm going to blend that out. It's done a decent enough job, but I wouldn't say that you could build this up to a true full coverage. Still meant to be giving you more of a skin-like finish, more of like a light to medium type of coverage. I'm going to go in with a second layer all over my face just to see how it would build and sit on my skin. Keep in mind, my version of a second layer may not be the same as yours because sometimes people have a heavier hand. I tend to go very light-handed with my foundation to begin with, so a second layer may not look like a lot to you. I wouldn't go any more than this for myself, but that's personal preference. This is what my skin is looking like with a second layer. Still a nice radiance, a skin-like radiance to my skin. And also, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but I can certainly tell in person that the shade match with the second layer, because it's a little bit heavier, it is translating a little bit more yellow, whereas my neck is very olive neutral, and therefore I don't think that I can go too heavy with this. I don't have a problem with this one because this is more like a true toned neutral olive shade, whereas this one is more of a warm olive shade. So I think I would have to use this like a true tint and just wear it very sparingly just to cover up my uneven skin tone. I went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup. Everything that I used today will be linked linked down below in the description bar. But let me get into a little bit more of the nitty-gritty and giving you more information about this product. If you guys have made it this far, I wanted to just quickly thank you guys for watching my videos and supporting my channel. I didn't want to leave it till the end of the video because a lot of you guys click off during that time, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I do appreciate you guys watching all of my videos and supporting and commenting. I thoroughly enjoy doing this for you guys and doing reviews, playing with makeup, and just sort of connecting with all of you guys out there. So I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you. And now let's continue with the rest of the review. The rest of the products that I used went on great. I didn't see any pilling or patchiness or lifting of the products as I was buffing it in. I even used one of the Fenty blushes, and it's a cream blush, and I applied it on top of powder and it still didn't lift anything. So that tells me that this foundation underneath is performing well. I went in with a little bit of powder just to set my concealer and my T-zone, but I don't have powder anywhere else on my face. Now with that being said, it's looking nice and radiant, but not overly oily. So it's sticking true to its claim of being a medium coverage. Now let's talk about the packaging for a minute. I really like the minimalistic look that this is giving. It's sleek, it's portable, it's meant to be portable and travel friendly, more like on-the-go touch-ups as well if you're interested in that. But the component itself looks very luxe. It's actually plastic, but it looks very, very luxe from afar. I really like the rose gold lettering and the design up here, and it's also 100% recyclable, so that is amazing. Also, one little tip I wanted to show you guys is when you roll it up, people think that it's just up till here, like that's the amount of product that you get, but you can actually continue to roll it all the way up, and I hope I can put it back down, and all of this product here is also there for you to use. Now you do get 9 grams of product in here, which is pretty standard. Anywhere between 9 to 15 grams for a stick foundation is pretty normal and pretty standard. And it retails for $35 US on the Fenty website. I'm not sure as to how much it is in Sephora, because if you are Canadian, it is going to be $45 on the Fenty website and $47.50 on the Sephora website. Why is it $2.50 more here in Canada at the Sephora website? I'm not sure, but just keep it one price, okay? Just $45 is good. I'm gonna wrap this up right here, and in conclusion, what I have to say is that it is a nice, lightweight, very creamy foundation. It stretches really well across the skin. It spreads really well. So it's a little bit is going to cover a lot of real estate. It feels lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel oily on me yet. I don't know how this is going to wear throughout the day, but if you want, I can always leave a pinned comment down in the comment section to let you know how it wears throughout the day as I continue to use this more and more every day. I will be testing this out. Also, whether you use a sponge, a brush, or your fingers, I think this is going to spread really well across all 3 applications. So you guys take your pick as to which way you guys want to apply it. I personally like to use a brush or my fingers with this. And also the fact that the component is so lightweight that it's going to be very easy to just throw in your bag and just be on your way without worrying about breakage and things like that. Some stick foundations are also prone to breakage, and they can be pretty heavy because if the component itself is really luxe and heavy, it looks great on the vanity. It feels really good and sturdy on your hands, but it might be a little bit of weight to carry around. But this is light as a feather. Now, if you're someone who's not really into the stick version or in general don't like stick foundation, go ahead and watch my review on the Fenty blurring drops. I will leave a link right here somewhere on my screen so you guys can go ahead and click that and enjoy that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.